Welcome to our channel. Today, we'll discuss the top 10 countries where Pakistanis face difficulties with entry and stay. Let's dive in. Our journey begins in Saudi Arabia, the birthplace of Islam and a beacon for millions of pilgrims annually. While religious pilgrimages like Hajj and Umrah have streamlined processes, tourism, business, or work visas are more complex. Stringent requirements, often involving sponsorship from Saudi-based entities, can pose significant hurdles. The Saudi kafala system, which governs foreign workers' sponsorship, adds another layer of complexity. Understanding these intricacies is crucial for any Pakistani citizen considering a visit to Saudi Arabia. We turn our attention now to Somalia, a nation grappling with decades of internal strife and instability. Obtaining a Somali visa can be a lengthy and unpredictable process, often requiring extensive documentation. Limited consular services often necessitate travel to third countries to lodge visa applications. Beyond the visa process lies the stark reality of Somalia's security environment, with risks of terrorism, kidnapping, and armed conflict. Pakistani citizens must exercise extreme caution and consult the latest travel advisories before considering a journey to Somalia. Our exploration now takes us to North Korea, a land cloaked in secrecy. For Pakistani passport holders, securing a visa can be an arduous endeavor, often requiring routing through third countries. Tourist visas are typically granted selectively, with strict itineraries and constant accompaniment by government-appointed guides. The absence of formal diplomatic relations between Pakistan and North Korea creates additional hurdles. Travelers must navigate a tightly controlled environment where freedom of expression and movement are severely restricted. We now shift our focus to Libya, a nation grappling with political upheaval and ongoing conflict. Obtaining a Libyan visa can be time-consuming and unpredictable, often requiring extensive documentation. Limited consular services often necessitate travel to third countries to lodge visa applications. Libya's security environment remains volatile, with risks of terrorism, kidnapping, and armed conflict. For Pakistanis, the decision to travel to Libya requires careful consideration of the risks involved and a thorough assessment of the security situation. Our journey now takes us to Syria, a nation scarred by years of civil war. Obtaining a Syrian visa can be extremely difficult, if not impossible, for most Pakistanis. Even if a visa were granted, traveling within Syria poses significant risks due to the fragile security situation and presence of armed groups. Travel to areas outside government control is particularly dangerous. For Pakistanis, traveling to Syria under the current circumstances is strongly discouraged. Our exploration continues in Yemen, a nation in the midst of a humanitarian crisis. Obtaining a Yemeni visa for Pakistanis is extremely difficult, if not impossible, under the current circumstances. The country is ravaged by conflict, with widespread airstrikes, ground fighting, and a breakdown of law and order. Years of conflict have crippled the country's infrastructure, leading to shortages of food, water, and medical supplies. For Pakistanis, traveling to Yemen under the current circumstances is strongly discouraged. Our journey now takes us to Iraq, a nation still grappling with the legacy of conflict. Obtaining an Iraqi visa can be time-consuming and requires extensive documentation. The availability of consular services for Pakistanis can be limited, often necessitating travel to third countries to lodge visa applications. While Iraq has made strides in combating terrorism, the situation remains fluid and unpredictable. For Pakistanis, the decision to travel to Iraq requires careful consideration of the risks involved and a thorough assessment of the security situation. Our focus now shifts to Afghanistan, a nation sharing a border and a complex history with Pakistan. The visa process reflects the intricate relationship between the two nations, often influenced by the prevailing political climate. Decades of conflict have left Afghanistan grappling with a fragile peace, posing significant risks to travelers. For Pakistanis, the decision to travel to Afghanistan is often deeply personal, influenced by family ties or business interests. Navigating Afghanistan requires a cautious approach, prioritizing safety and respecting local customs. Our exploration now takes us to Israel, a nation at the heart of a complex geopolitical landscape. Pakistan does not recognize the state of Israel, making Pakistani passports invalid for travel to Israel. This policy reflects Pakistan's stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and its support for an independent Palestinian state. The absence of formal relations and the policy of non-recognition pose significant barriers for Pakistani citizens. The situation highlights how political stances and historical conflicts can create barriers that transcend borders. Our final destination takes us to India, a nation sharing a complex and intertwined history with Pakistan. Obtaining an Indian visa for a Pakistani citizen can be a lengthy and intricate process, often requiring extensive documentation and security clearances. The historical baggage of partition and disputes over Kashmir contribute to a climate of mistrust and suspicion. Despite these challenges, many Pakistanis harbor a deep desire to visit India, to reconnect with their roots and experience the shared cultural heritage. For some, it's a pilgrimage to ancestral lands, a chance to bridge the divide that partition created. These are the top 10 countries where Pakistanis face significant travel challenges. Remember, the situation can change, so always check the latest travel advisories. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content. Stay informed, stay safe, and happy travels.